in the shade, man. It's hot out here. It's Monday, man. Favorite day of the week. We're getting to the grind. It's traffic. Everybody's active. Everybody probably is hustling, trying to get to the money. Interest rates are being held, but there's plans for interest rates to be cut because they say inflation is cooling. The rate of inflation is cooling, but it's still going up. Basically, it's not going to have any effect on us as consumers unless we're holding assets. Because when you cut the interest rate, then the assets, then money typically flows into assets, right? As capital wants to look to be treated best and try to get the best return. So if you can't park it into a money market, or if you're not outperforming treasury bonds, and if your treasury bonds or your savings account or your money market, it's not outperforming the rate of inflation, then you're going to look to get the best return, and that's typically going to be with assets and form stocks, commodities, crypto, so forth. So once rates do finally get their first snip, that's probably where you want to be. And you don't want to probably be there after they cut it, but maybe start being in a position. This is why I think Bitcoin specifically, because of what Paul Tudor Jones, Ray Dalio, Larry Fink, a lot of the people, even these hedge fund managers and institutions that are issuing these ETFs, they believe it's the fastest horse in the race when it comes to asset hedging against geopolitical problems like we're seeing over the weekend. Instability, people a shaken trust in the government. You want to be in something that's a flight to quality. I think Bitcoin is the best flight to quality, as it is separate, decentralized from government central control. So it technically has its own monetary policy and all this other stuff. So you should know it. We've seen over the weekend, Donald Trump had an attempted assassination on him. Whether you believe it's staged or not, I don't think it matters at this point. It matters how the event affects you. And the event affects you because it pretty much kind of sends a signal. It had a lot of people that was on the fence about voting for him probably crossed over to locking him in as their preferred pick. You know, you could call it like the martyrdom syndrome, some type of just what it stands for. And I think people just kind of disenchanted about the way current society is. They're tired of the violence. They're tired of everything that's come with that they've seen escalate and tick up over this current administration. The economic hardship that came with this current administration. So see some people who will even affix their personal financial woes with a Biden presidency, and they believe a Trump presidency will help get them back to where they once were, where things were a little more financially stable. This is what we're looking at these current times. So it's something to really pay attention to. Other than that, you definitely want to be in the right spot. If you're holding gold and silver, great. I think they'll all do decent depending on your financial situation. If you're in growth, if you're in hyper growth, if you want to be in the fastest horse in the race considerably, the most finite, scarce asset, of course, is Bitcoin. Everything else around it, speculate, hold safely. I think Bitcoin is the best blend of safety and security and getting that appreciation you're looking for. And this is why it's popular. Trump promotes it. I think based on what I've seen, I think he's a lock. And when he does get in office, I think Bitcoin's going to explode. I think when those rates start getting cut, it's going to explode even further. We'll see well over 200,000, in my opinion, for per Bitcoin in his election or selection cycle, whatever you believe. Doesn't matter. It won't change. It's about the impact that the event will have on you once, whether it's staged or not, whether he's selected or elected. It's just about how it affects you if and probably when he gets into that chair. Other than that, Bitcoin's now back over $60,000 just from over the weekend. What we've seen, that's another telltale sign. I think when we get a clear close somewhere in the mid 60s, get up to 70s and cross over 73 and get closes up there, I think we'll start getting back to kicking off the bull run when we actually get a strong close above previous highs or most recent highs. Anyways, I'm gonna keep this one short. It's really hot today. Freaking hot. It's 98. I'm sweating under here, but it'll be all right because I typically know it's not gonna be all right because I didn't wear a t-shirt under this today, so I'm probably just gonna be showing sweat under the armpits on my fresh low game. Yes, this is real. Of course, I don't play around. But I haven't bought clothes in over, I'm talking about years, like almost a decade. I don't think it's an investment. I mean, good clothes are an investment, don't get me wrong, but if they are good clothes, they're a good investment because you can wear them 10 years out into the future, like this shirt. And so currently, I'm just hanging out, some good off time while I'm at work, trying to create as much fiat as I can to deepen my position. I never really stop buying. I don't care where the price is. I think I'll slow down though once we cross over to 80K. I'll fall back and we'll start planning for, you should have plans in place when you reach your goal in this market. Especially if you're dealing with a limited amount of income or capital, right? That you got to start kind of strategizing. You stack until you reach a point where you want to start attributing that maybe into building up your fiat side because you probably deprived it from going balls deep into the crypto space. Now it's time to show some love on the fiat side, make yourself more solvent, prepare for any life changes that you have coming up, whether that's moving, taking care of some business, planning your next life phase. This is the beautiful thing about being in multiple cycles is that you kind of can anticipate and plan your life accordingly based on your previous experience. So anyways, if you're continuing to stack Bitcoin, kudos to you. Do it non-KYC if you can and get a chance. If you have a few more dollars to spare on your Bitcoin purchase, it might be worth it to pick up some at a premium at HODL.com where you can pick up non-KYC Bitcoin. Also check out some really good wallets that are reputable, trusted, Bitcoin only, and also across the spectrum, different cryptocurrencies. It's hot out here. Trezor. Got Trezor down below, directly from the Trezor store. You don't buy your Trezor from any third parties. You get it directly from the manufacturer. Check out the link down below. And also a really good book to help you kind of strengthen your conviction on Bitcoin, or if you got friends and families that you want to help them out with their fundamental understanding of Bitcoin, there's a great book down below. You check it out. It'll help you understand how that book can benefit you or anybody that you love that needs kind of a little brush up on Bitcoin in an interesting and creative way. Anyways, let me get up out of here, y'all. Well under 10 minutes. It is hot and I'm out. Peace.